the value of team management and project tracking. On TrueClient Pro, we have added those features for you. So let me go ahead and show you, first of all, where you set them and how you use them. On the setting gear, upper left-hand corner, click on that button and click on Company Settings. Once you're in the Company Settings, go to Customizable Field and then Project Details. And under Project Details, you'll see the Project Tracking. Under Project Tracking, you will have pre-loaded topics that we've already added for you. That does not mean that you can only use these topics. If you do not like one of them, simply delete it or turn it off. And if you have need for another one, go ahead and add a task. Now, we've made some of these basic notes as a priority, and you'll see why. If you're a florist, you can write tasks such as wash the vase out. If you are a planner, you can write down pick up the items from the bride or get something shipped. Whatever it is, I know nobody picks up things from the bride, but just giving you an example. So you could do anything in these topics, just custom create these tasks. Once you've done that, click on Home button and then use it in any project. So I'm going to go straight ahead into a project and I'm going to click on Jackie and John's wedding. Click on the edit icon always to access the project. When you're in the project, these are all the things that you can do. So I'm going to start at the project details. Here we cannot use the project task or tracking. Interaction tracking, that is where we start. So if you click on add new interaction tracking, if you add new interaction tracking, you can choose, but it is not a required field, select one of the tasks. So it could be non-applicable, which is NA, or notes to the team, notes to the client, notes on client, notes to self. It could be just a note. The reason why you have not required, because you could even simply assign it to yourself, or you can assign it to another team member just for them to read a task. Or it's a simple note. So you can add your note here and then click Save. So this is first place. Second place you're going to see it is under the project worksheet. It is not in any of the other tabs right now. So the second place is project worksheet. In the project worksheet, under each of the line item, you're going to see a project task. Again, click on it and then you'll be able to assign a task. You can not only assign a task, you can add a due date, you can add a attachment document, specific note, they can respond back to you in the staff notes, and then they can mark this completion date. They can also choose where the task itself is in the progress. So this is second place. The third place it is at is under the payment, I believe. If not, we can double check that. Here we go, payment task. So add payment task. And again, so you can ask a team member that, hey, I received a check. Can you go deposit in the bank? Whatever it is for you, you can write that in. The next place is under the contract, under the scanned contract. So if it's a digital signed contract, you don't really need anything. But if that was an old contract or a hand-signed contract, you do want to upload it into the system. You can simply take a photo or scan it or turn it into a PDF, whatever you want to do. Simply upload the photo to override from inactive to active. But instead of you doing this task, you can actually ask your team member to do it. So you can click on Add Contract Task and then assign it to somebody or assign whatever it is the task and add notes. And that is also your task. Notepad, there is no task adding. Document storage, there is a task that you can add. So if you need a COI, for example, or if you need to get all the vendors' COI for your bride if you're a planner, You can assign the task, say, hey, can you reach out to everybody and get the COI? Can you reach out to the insurance company and get a COI? And once you get it, you can simply upload it here, keep it here as a storage, or simply send it. Clients and staff chat, there's no task. Table details, there's no chat. Timeline, there's no task. Budget tracking, there's no task. And project tracking is very powerful. So here, anything you cannot do on this platform, which is very little, you can go ahead and start assigning tasks for this project. So you can say it's something about order supplies. Like if you think you're out of something, go ahead and add one of your team member or yourself and add a note and add a due date that I need these supplies by a certain date, and then go ahead and click save. Now you can add as many tasks as you like, and where these tasks are going to be seen is on dashboard. So let me go ahead and show you where they do show up. So on the dashboard, task, and then you can click view all. Or you could have just simply gone to the main menu tab and clicked on the task as well. So there's two ways you can get to this. Then you can start sorting it by source. That means where did this task was assigned to on the document storage, interaction tracking, project worksheet. So you know exactly where it came from. Or you can say, okay, I have this month, these clients' wedding coming up. So you can go ahead and just look at the client by client, or you can look at it by the project name, project date, the status. So if you look at like, okay, what are my tasks? I have not started these, and then go ahead and start working on them. And then who is it assigned to? So if you have a staff member taking a vacation and you need someone else to step in for 1 week or 2 week, whatever that is, you can reassign them to somebody. And then you can check on the due date, completion date, and you'll also see who it's completed by. This will increase your productivity and team communication without texting your staff or additional emails or everybody not being in sync. This will help you also reduce your business briefing time, so you don't need to do as deep dive into your weekly business meeting with your team about a specific client or project. They can actually remotely log in. That's the beauty, right? They can remotely log in and just read the notes for the upcoming event and refresh all the memory and work with client down to the details. Happy productivity to you guys.